Hey friends, and welcome to this week's video on Make Time, how to focus on what matters every day. Now, unlike most productivity books that teach how to be more productive, be more fast, get more work done, this book is actually about slowing down from this constant busyness that we live in. And it's about making more time for the things that actually matter to you every day. Now, they use what they call the Make Time framework, which are 98 tactics spread into 4 categories, which can help you make more time every day by focusing on what matters to you. As always, for a complete summary and a short summary of this book, check out my blog post, and if you wait until the end of the video, you will have a summarized PDF from which you can improve your day and focus on what matters the most. Let's get right into it. The first aspect is the so-called highlight, and this is about creating a focal point in the day. When you go to bed and ask yourself, what was the highlight of my day? Your highlight should be the answer. This could be to small tasks as well as something big that you look forward to. But how do you pick a highlight? The authors give 3 criteria upon which you can choose a highlight for your day. The first is urgency, so what's something that you have to get done, say by the week or by today even. The second is satisfaction, so what feels satisfying, what brings you the most satisfaction. To me, it's, for instance, vacuuming my room. I love seeing all the dust, everything disappear and leave behind a clean floor. So something like that makes me satisfied once I'm done with it. That could be a highlight. Or the third criteria is joy. So what brings you the most joy? It could be going out, meeting people. It could be playing a video game. It could be anything that you really want to set a focal point on as your day and not have it slip away and not procrastinate on it. The second aspect is the so-called laser. Now, in a world full of distractions, whether it's your phone, your computer, your watch,
Wolf.com.
it's good to get rid of these distractions so that you can really focus in on what matters, your highlight in this case. So there are many tips that they give how you can laser in on your highlight, but I'm gonna select 2 of my favorite ones that I've actually implemented and have worked for me and I really enjoy. So the first one is number 19, the 19th tactic in the book, which is called Nix notifications, which means no notifications. So I've actually disabled all notifications on my phone, and this has really made me much more intentional about how I use my phone and how I check on messages or email or whatever. Instead of being disrupted when I'm working and checking when someone messages me, I now set aside 10 minutes a day where I intentionally go and respond to messages, and this gives me a much better control of my own time. The second favorite tip of mine is clear your home screen, and this is something I did yesterday. It took quite a while to rearrange all the apps on iOS, but as you can see, it looks quite satisfying to just have 8 apps on every screen, and I'm not sure how exactly it helps me. I guess it creates a bit of a burden and makes using my phone a bit harder, so that I'm more inclined to work rather than use my phone. But I think it looks kind of cool, and I get to enjoy my home screen wallpaper much more. The third aspect is Energize. Now, Energize is probably the most important, since picking a highlight and lasering are very important as well, but if you don't have the energy to execute, to focus, and to get it done, it can be quite hard. So they give a lot of tips. My 3 favorites are number 61, exercise every day for 20 minutes. So they stress the importance of consistency in exercise and not overdoing it. But I found that doing a bit of exercise, 20 minutes every day, especially during lockdown where I can go to the gym, it's much easier to get in 20 minutes of exercise every day, and I notice the results much better. Tip number 2 is tactic number 67, which is called stay hungry. So it's all about actually fasting, and I perform something called intermittent fasting that everybody knows. There's no need to run it down. Basically, I don't eat between 6 p.m. and 12 p.m. the next day. So I make sure that everything I eat is within this 6-hour window, and the remaining 18 hours I don't eat anything. The third favorite tactic of mine is to set what they call a reverse alarm. So this is about not just setting an alarm for when you wake up, but actually setting a timer for when you're going to go to bed. So I myself go to bed at 10 p.m. so that I can wake up the next morning, and I notice that I get tired, and I have an alarm clock at 9:45 that reminds me that it's time to go to bed, get ready, brush my teeth, complete the nighttime routine, and then get prepared for sleeping and wrapping up the day. The fourth aspect is called reflect, and reflect is all about thinking which tactics work and which don't, because the authors make it pretty clear that these tactics aren't built for everyone, so there are some conflicting ones, like being a night owl and being a morning person. It's about picking those tactics that best fit into our schedule so that we don't have to go through big changes, but that we can implement those that are easiest to implement and get the most benefit from the least effort and the least change. Now they have a form in which you can write in your highlight of the day, as well as your energy level and your focus level, and then from there you can see whether the tactics that you tried on this day actually worked for you, whether you'll continue them, or whether you'd rather just go with a different tactic. And that's the Make Time framework, all 4 steps. To see all 98 tactics, go to my blog post to read it more in depth, or if you just want the summarized version, you'll find the links below in the description as well. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you have a nice day, and see you until next time. Goodbye.